Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy hump day. We're on episode 47. So before I get into what the topic is and all of that good stuff, let me just go ahead and say that this episode is not kid friendly. I repeat, this episode is not kid friendly. So pause it, save it for later, put your headphones in, do whatever you need to do. But again, this episode is not kid friendly. So now that is out the way, we are going to be discussing sounds during sex. So grab a glass of your favorite drink and let's get on into it.
So before I get into that, let me just do a mental health check. So my mental health, I would say, is at a 9.5. Everything has been going good, nothing too crazy. And if my voice sounds funny, I'm a little under the weather. This weather switch up has just, done snatched me up. And I wish that it would just get hot or get warm and stay warm. Like be in the 77, 80 range. Yeah, and stay that way. Like stop dropping because every time that happens, I get sick. So, yeah, if my voice sounds funny or you hear me sniffling, that's what's going on. But mental health is at a 9.5. Nothing crazy is going on. I've been good. And I will say, check on your friends, see how they're doing mentally. Make sure y'all say, how's your mental? Like, don't just ask them, how are you? How you doing? Because most people are just going to be like, oh, I'm good. Or whatever. Just ask them, how are they mentally? And go from there. Make sure you check on your strong friends. But check on your friends in general. Your family. Whatever. And if they are not doing good, I would say pray for them. Of course, sit down and actually talk to them, see what's going on, see how you can help if you possibly can. But I will say, like, yes, they are your friend or your family, but don't, like, I know what I want to say. I would say, like, don't take too much out of your cup trying to fill theirs. So then you have nothing left for you, if that makes sense. So make sure your mental is good, but you can, be strong for them as well, but leave something for you to make sure that you're good at the end of the day. So yeah, really hear them out, pray with them, pray for them. I pray for my family, my friends, even those who I do not know on a daily basis. So yeah, because we all going through something, even if we don't talk about it. We're all going through something, I feel like, at the end of the day. It may not be as big as what somebody else is going through, but we all going through something. So yeah, just pray for your friends, pray for yourself, keep yourself in good spirits, remove yourself from situations. And me, when I say my prayers, I ask the Lord to remove anything and everything, even people, family, friends, that are not supposed to be on this journey called life with me. If you're not here to help me, make me better, add on, I don't want you around. So I pray that He removes those things. And when people started to disappear out of my life, I was like, okay, I don't know why this is happening. But then I had to remember, like, I prayed for Him to remove people that are not meant to be on this journey with me. So, yeah, sometimes you got to pray for that. Like, sometimes you have to pray for that. And I feel like He knows who is meant to be on this journey, who's going to help you and get where you need to be. And some people are just trying to tag along for the ride, use you and abuse you. So, yeah, pray for those things, okay? Pray for them and don't question. I mean, you can question because I did. Like, okay, why these people, like, disappearing? Like, why they moving funny? What's going on? At the end of the day, this is what you prayed for, and the Lord removed those people who weren't supposed to be there anyway. So, yeah. So someone said they wonders if talking, screams, cursing, or being quiet during sex makes someone feel a certain way. And I feel like it does. Because I feel like we're gonna start with being quiet. I don't want somebody that is quiet because if you are quiet, I'm going to, for one, I'm in my head a lot. Like I overthink. Yeah, that's just me. I'm trying to work on it, but yeah. So I'm in my head a lot. So when I'm like, for example, when I'm on top, and if you know me, you know, like, I don't like being on top, but I don't want to be labeled as the lazy girl in the bedroom. So I'm going to get up there. But if you are quiet and I already don't want to be up there, and I'm in my head like, damn, I wonder if he likes when I do this, or damn, like, I'm about to have to start grinding on it because these legs giving out. Like, if you are quiet, I'm going to be like, okay, he probably doesn't like what I'm doing. But if you're like smacking my ass with it while you're quiet, I don't know, because I don't even think that's really going to do it for me, because it's like, why are you quiet? Why? So, yeah, I need to hear you. I need you to like, but then again, choking, if you're not, I don't know. I need to hear some moans or something, because it's like, why are you quiet? At least moan or something. Like, you ain't gotta be talking, because although I do like a talker, like, not no full sentences down. Don't be out here trying to have a conversation with me while we getting it in. But you can be talking, calling me like a slut. I don't know about calling me a bitch. Like, I don't know about that one. I don't think I've had that yet, but I like it when people call me a good girl during sex. Like, I like that. So, but yeah, you can like say little small things. I like to be talked to. For one, I like to be talked. I don't know. It's like when I'm giving head, talk to me. Or if I'm masturbating, talk to me. You know, talk me through my orgasm or whatever. I like that. That is very sexy to me. So I feel like now, as far as screams go, I've never dealt with a screamer. I wouldn't even know how to react to one. Um, wouldn't even know how to react if a man was screaming. Like, I know I don't put it on you. Might have a stalker later, but I've never dealt with a man that screams. But as far as like cursing and all of that, I like that. I really do. It's a turn on. But being quiet, you probably won't get a call back with that one, because it's like, do you enjoy what I'm doing? Like, and plus, even when I watch solo male porn, I have to hear you. Like, I just can't watch you sit there stroke and be quiet, because it's like, okay, me watching you stroke does nothing for me. Like, I need to hear you. You need to be talking, cursing, like something. And then it's like, are you quiet because a woman once told you like she doesn't want to hear all that, or like you doing too much, or I don't know. It's just like somebody being quiet during sex or while they're pleasuring themselves. It just seems a little weird. Like, are you making faces or what? Like, how do you just sit there, stroke, or be fucking and don't make a sound? I don't, cause I'm a talker. Like, I'm loud, I'm moaning, I'm cursing, and everything like that. Like, that's what I do. So if you're quiet, it's just like, no. I need to know like you enjoy what I'm doing to you as well. So, like I said, the quiet person would not get a call back from me. Like, I don't see. I don't care how good the dick was. It's like, we're gonna have to work through that, baby. I'm gonna need you to talk, say something. Like, even if you don't talk, like, moan. Like, let me hear you. Be loud. Do something. And I know, like, if a dude is like cursing, or I don't want to say screaming, because again, I've never dealt with a dude that screams. I kind of want to hear how he sounds, but it's like, I don't know, because I'm thinking about like me screaming during sex, and we can't sound alike, because then it's like, no, thank you. So I might pass on that one. I don't know, but then again, you'll never know if somebody is a screamer until you deal with them. So I don't know. But as far as like talking and cursing, I like that. Especially like, you giving head or whatever. You want a dude that's gonna like grip your head and be talking to you and telling you to take it. And, like I want to know that you like what I'm doing. Like, I want to hear you. I'm not going to be talking to you, asking you how I feel. Like, I've never been that girl. I don't think, I just need to hear you. Like, hand movements, everything, gripping my head, like I said, pulling me up to kiss you. Like, yeah. And then it's like, as far as like talking goes, I don't really like those men that are like, how the dick feel? Cause then it's like, sir, do you not hear me? Like, for one, I'm cursing, I'm moaning, I'm doing all of that. So for you to sit here and be like, oh, how that dick feel? How do you think it feels? Like, I don't want to, I don't want to ruin the mood or anything like that, but there have been times where people were talking to me and I'm just like, like saying stuff if they were asking me questions, or I'm like, good. And then I would, you know what I would do? I would like try to moan over them talking. Like, they would ask the question and I would just try to like keep moaning and acting like I don't hear them. So I had to put on a little show. Like, even if it was not all of that, I had to kind of like put on my best moans, like sell it. Cause it's like, baby, stop talking to me. And you throwing me off. Like, I don't, listen, we don't need to, you don't have to ask me 21 questions while you digging in me. You don't. I feel like the moans, the screams, and the cursing speaks for itself, especially if I'm cursing. If I'm cursing, baby, you are putting it down. Okay? Even if I never told you. If I'm cursing, you doing what you need to do. You ain't got to talk to me and ask me 50 million questions, because I'm not asking you questions like, who dick is this? Like, I'm not asking it. I'm not asking. And it's crazy because dudes used to always be like, who pussy is this? Baby, just fuck. Like, I don't know. I know it's kind of probably like an ego boost or whatever, which ego boosts are good. They are. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like, you don't have to ask me how it feels. Like, do you not feel how wet I am? Do you not hear me talking, hear me moaning? Like, is that not enough? And I feel like that's kind of why you have to talk about what people like during sex. But if somebody tells me like, oh, I like for you to tell me that it's mine and I want you to tell me how good it feels. Listen, for one, if it's hitting right, I'm going to say, damn, this feel good. Like, not like that, of course, but I'm going to tell you that it feels good. You will not have to ask me. And I feel like if you have to ask, do you kind of feel like it's not hitting? Like, do you feel like you're kind of off your game a little bit? I don't know, but some things you don't really have to say. It's just like, she's wet. You probably got a squirt out of her. The dick is hitting. Like, come on now. It's not much that I feel like you need to say, but I do feel like being too quiet or not vocal enough, making sounds or whatnot, can kind of throw the sex off a little bit. Because like I said, if you're not telling me how good I'm doing and all of that, and I'm on top, I already don't want to be up there, so I'm going to want to get off anyway.
Before I continue on with this episode, depending on the platform that you are listening to my podcast on, hit that plus sign or follow button to keep up with each and every episode. Also, if you really, really, really support me, in the description box of this episode, hit the listener support link and work your magic. We are going to go ahead and get back into the episode.
And I feel like you can do like little things like choke me when I'm on top, like kiss me while I'm up there, smack my ass, suck a titty or two, grab them, like do something. Like I said, some people are not like moaners, men anyway, like not like moaners or whatever. But I need to hear a little something. It's like, don't try to hold back. Don't try to hold back. Because I have dealt with some people, and it's like you can hear like the little grunt, I think. That's what I would say. You can hear it, but it's like they trying to like hold back. And it's like, sir, let that shit out. Let it out. And I feel like I'm just playing this in my head. Like, if I told a dude, baby, let it out. Like, moan, curse, let it out. Let me hear it. How would he react? Like, would that throw him off? Or would he be like, would he be into that? I don't know, because I don't want to throw him off. But it's like, sir, let me hear you. I need to hear you. I don't want to be like, okay, I know I'm doing good, but I don't hear nothing coming from him. And then I might hear like a little grunt or whatever. But that's about it. Like, no, let me hear you. Like, of course, you're getting that nut off, but I want to hear you. Like, even when you nut, or even when a man nuts, like, you can hear him. Cause I watch porn, so you can hear him. And I done, dealt with some folks, but you can hear him. So it's like, stop holding back. Like, let it out. I'm not gonna think you a bitch or nothing like that, or whatever. I don't know who might have told you that you were in the past, or you might have been talking a little too much or screaming, and they weren't here for it. But baby, I am. I want to hear you. I do. I need to hear all the sounds. But some men, I feel like, want to hear a woman scream. Like, they probably be beating her shit in just so they can hear her screaming or whatever. And yeah, it's like, and getting all, we just gonna do like, talk about little sound effects now. Like, some men, I forgot what they call it, and I don't even want to say it, but when, some men like a lot of spit and stuff when you're giving them head, so they like to hear it, like the slurping and all of that, which I feel like, make it sound good when you're down there giving them head. It doesn't, I feel like you should moan a little bit, and like, I don't want to say make these like spit noises or slurping noises, but that's what you should do. Like, yes, you might be down there like working his dick or whatever, like he can feel it, but I feel like making those sounds and like moaning and all of that, it to me takes it to a whole nother level. So I love to be down there moaning, and I don't know, you guys sound like you like making love to the dick. I feel like, like, I don't know, like suck the dick like it got some flavor on it or something, like I don't know, but this that's how I feel like you got to do it. Just like when a dude, okay, man, when you are down there eating the pussy or whatever, I need you to act like you ain't ate in weeks, like, or this is your last meal or something like this. I need you to put your face in it, like whole mouth, cover it up, stick your tongue in it like you're trying to get the last drop. That is how you should be down there, licking and slurping and all of that. Like, I can't stand, I'm not gonna say I can't stand, but it's just like, I don't need you to just focus on my clit like it's a whole hole down there. Like, get in there or get down there with it. Like, sir, spread my legs, and it's a whole view for you. Like, lick that up, slurp that up. Don't just focus on the clit. Mind you, sucking on my clit does do it for me, but it's like, lick the whole thing. Don't just focus on that, because my clit gets very sensitive, and after a while it starts to tickle, and when it starts to tickle and you still on it, baby, I'm getting turned off. She's no longer interested. So yeah, and I like to hear a man moan too while he down there, like Moan and let me know that you enjoy what you tasting. Or a dude might be like, damn, you taste good. Tell me again. Like that's what I like. I like that a cursing and yeah, I like that. Like now then when you are down there and like let's just say you got like a finger in me and you finger fucking me and you sucking on my clit or whatever and you asking me like how that feel, I, I like that. But don't keep asking me 21 questions. But I'm gonna let you know it feel good. I'm gonna be moaning and probably grinding on your fingers and stuff like that. But yes, I like to hear like sounds. Even if you're not talking or anything like that, just let me hear you moan, like the slurping noises while you down there licking me up and all that. Like, let me hear that. Let me know that you enjoy your meal. Just like a woman should let you know that she enjoys sucking your dick. Like, I don't feel like you gotta talk and all of that. Just make sounds. Just make those sounds. I need to hear you and you need to hear me. Like, and then when I put that toy down there and use it on me while I'm giving you head, oh baby, it's on a whole nother level then. But yes, people have to hear you. Nobody wants a quiet ass room. Or even if you have music playing, I still need to hear you. I still do. I just can't go off no moans and I just can't go off like quietness and you nutting and no. I need to hear you. And I don't know how people have quiet sex anyway. I really don't. Like, it's not awkward. No. So I asked a question on my social media, do sounds during sex matter, like screams, moans, talking? And I also asked, could you deal with somebody that is quiet during sex? And I have told you guys before, make sure you guys follow me on my social medias, which are listed in the description box of my podcast, not a specific episode, but the description of my podcast. Yeah, so I posted it on Snapchat, Twitter, and my Instagram. I do have an Instagram for my podcast. Make sure you guys go follow me, Real and Raw with Ree. So yes, let's get on into these answers. So somebody said that quiet sex is boring. Someone else said men have pride/egos. If she's quiet, it means it's whack or she's not enjoying it. Moans and screams enhance performance. Not a big talker, but when I'm getting head, I might say fuck, shit, damn. Oh. So then they also said, so being taken, I might say, why you doing this to me? That's funny. I don't know the last time I said something like that. But you do know, well, you know that when you say something like that, like they really giving it to you, really putting it on you. And it's definitely one of those soul taking moments, so I get it. Somebody else said, could deal with it, but sounds and movements, you can judge if you're doing it. If what you're doing is working or you need to switch it up. I agree. I really agree. But yeah, I will say movements as well. But I feel like when it comes to like a dude, I need to hear you because I'm trying to figure out what type of movements could you be doing. You could be like, let's just say I'm giving you head and you standing up or whatever. You can be like throwing your head back. Well, not let me not say that. You could like hold your head back because I feel like when a dude like puts his head back and he biting his lip, his eyes closed, that means that he's really enjoying it. But outside of that, I don't really know what movements you could be doing. Yeah, don't really know what movements you could be doing, honestly. Well, you could be smacking her ass if you fucking her, so those are movements as well. So somebody else said, let me know I'm doing something good, so they need to hear the sounds. Someone else said it helps the experience if it's natural and realistic. They say if the person is quiet, they would need to understand why and they might be shy, which is true. I feel like sometimes I might be that girl that's like, you know how like when sex is starting off and she's like, she's like kind of lifting up to help you take her panties off or whatever, or she might like put her hand over her face. Like I'm that girl, depending on who it is. Like I'm that girl, kinda, sorta. But yeah. So this one was funny. So somebody said you need to make noise or they leaving. And I couldn't believe that they said they were leaving because it's like, damn, like, are you leaving like midway or are you getting a nut off? Can you even get a nut off? Are you like, I don't know, like, are you leaving in the end? But leaving midway is wild. Like, I just want to know how that conversation would go, if there would even be a conversation. Because if somebody got up out of me and then start putting their clothes on, like, for one, I might be looking like, okay. And I feel like it's only right that you be like, you okay? Like, where you going? So it just makes me wonder, like, how would that conversation go? So someone else said sounds matter. If she carries conversation pretty much the whole way, you not hitting it right. And I agree. There should be no full blown conversations going on. In my opinion, like, no, we shouldn't be having no full blown conversations. Like, when I feel like you can talk, like, when I say talk, I mean like cursing and all of that, like telling me how good my pussy feel, but not having no conversation with me, like, baby, no, shut up. So someone else said it matters. Someone was quiet and they stopped messing with her. Um, yeah, they explained why and all of that, but I'm not about to read all that. So yeah, I mean, as long as you explain why and you didn't just fuck her and not talk to her no more, because my feelings would be hurt and I'd be mad. So yeah, someone else said, not sure if it matters. It will make him wonder what's going on. Okay, I agree with that. It would make you wonder, but I can't do no quiet sex. Like, no. Somebody said they like their porn loud. Someone else said quiet sex takes away from the excitement, which I definitely agree because it's awkward. Like I said earlier, like just sitting there having quiet sex, it's awkward. Even if we're listening to porn, it's like, damn, they even moaning and we not. Mm-mm. So someone said if she has that good, it'll have him yelling and ready for her to have his baby. And it's funny because I can really see it for this person. And then somebody else said that the body is going to talk regardless. And I like that. So a girl said sounds matter. Moan in her ear. She wants to hear you curse. She's never had a man holler or scream. She wants you to talk to her, tell her what you want her to do. Talk your shit. She also wants you to talk her through it, especially if you have a nice voice, you need to put it to use. No to the quiet sex. She needs feedback. You guys can have music and moans here and there, but if you are 100% quiet, then neither one of you are pleased. And if you are, how would she know? Or how would either one of you know? But I agree, like, if you have a really, really, really sexy, nice voice, talk me through it. Okay? That is very important. And now that we are on voices and whatnot, it's crazy because some people know what to say to talk you through it, but it does not hit the same because their voice is shitty. Like, I hate to say that, but their voice, it just, no, I like a deep, it ain't got to be too deep, but put some bass in your voice. Like, I don't need you to be like real sweet and whatnot. Like, put some bass in your voice. Tell me what to do. Tell me how you want me to rub on my clit, put my fingers in it. Like, Tell me what you want me to do. If you want me to suck your dick, say that. Like, if you want me to throw it back, say that. And curse when you do it. Smack my ass. Do something. So, yes, your voice matters. Like, I don't know if people know how important that is. But I don't care how horny I am. And this goes back to phone sex. Because I done did it a time or two or three or four in my lifetime. But, so this goes back to that. Like, if we're having phone sex and your voice is like, I don't know, like you're talking to me, but it's in like this sweet voice. You could be saying all of the right things, but she not gonna get wet. Like even if I am turned on, baby, she gonna be like, sis, move your hands up off me. Like I'm no longer turned on, and I have to listen to her because yeah. So yes, your voice matters. You cannot be out here with this little soft voice trying to tell a woman how to play with herself or what you want to do to her, because it's like, whose child are you? Like this that's what that sounds like somebody come get their kid off the phone and put the grown man on. Like that's that's how it sounds, honestly. So I agree. um Definitely need feedback, need you to talk your shit. Like it's a lot of things that I like. So me and her agree on this. Like we agree. And music definitely adds to it. Like I sometimes try to go to the beat of the music and it's real sexy to me when a dude does as well. So yeah, that's sexy to me. Like catch the beat, sir. And so yeah, it's a lot that I like. Sounds definitely matter though. As I said, if you want to be quiet, this is not the place for you. I don't even know when I would allow you to be quiet because I am not a quiet person. Um, I am a screamer. I moan really loud, and I've never had somebody like, well, you ain't gotta push my face in the pillow like real hard, but it would be like real sexy if a dude did like put my face in the pillow a little bit, but don't smush my fucking head now. But yeah, that would be sexy to me. Or like what I really love is when a dude put like y'all in missionary or something and he puts his hands over your mouth. I like that. I like that. That's sexy to me. I'm still gonna be trying to moan through them hands, but it's sexy to me, you know. So yeah, and then if y'all in missionary or y'all can be in doggy too and you like sit up a little bit. And because when I do like this little sitting up thing when I am in doggy or whatever, that means pull my hair. Or, well, it mainly means choke me. But if you can choke me and be talking in my ear, oh Lord. Mm. So, yeah. But I don't know. A lot of people don't catch on to that. And I try to tell people that. And it's like they do it once and then they no longer do it. It's like, sir, be consistent. Choke me. Grab my neck. I like that. You're not going to break my neck or nothing. And I don't know, it's kind of sexy too. Like, I've said this before, but it's like when a dude chokes you and it's like you can, it's almost like when you're about to pass out, but you don't because he lets go. Like, I like that. I really do. And I like to choke the man too. Like, choke him, be cursing and kissing him. And yeah, if I knew how to ride, baby, it'll be over. The Lord knew not to give me certain things. The Lord knew not to give me certain things. Because if I could ride, baby. So yeah, he knew. He knew. So a guy said quiet sex is a definite no. No audio or soundtrack is vanilla and they don't want boring sex. Someone else said hell yeah, sounds matter. They try their best to hold out or last longer. When she starts moaning, they're done. And I kind of figured that men be like trying to hold out and last, which is cool because you don't want to be like a quick pumper, like 1-2 pumps or a minute pump. So I get it, but it's like Um, so with that, if she's moaning from the beginning of it, like, I don't know, I guess when she really starts to get into it, that's when you're like, damn. But I think it's okay. Like, I'm not against a dude nutting fast or whatever. I'm not against that. It's just like, baby, I need you to get it back up. Like, you can't nut and then that's it. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm not done. So yeah, I need you to get it back up and let's get to it. Which I get some dudes need a little time and that's fine. You know, drink your little water or whatever. And I feel like while you're doing that, you need to be like helping your woman out while you are getting your life together. Like, put the toy there, do something, catching your breath. You ain't really got to work that hard. Just put the toy there, or just be talking to me while I'm putting my toy there, doing what I need to do. Just talk to me. It goes back to when what I just said, what the girl said, like, talk her through it. Talk me through it. Like, you can be catching your breath, sipping your water, putting a little fan on you if that's what you need to do, but whisper in my ear, talk me through it, tell me to squirt for you, and trust me, she gonna squirt if you telling her to squirt for you. She's going to do that. So yes, it's fine if you can't. It's fine if you come quick, but um you still got to help a girl out, especially if I'm not done. You can't roll over and be done with it. You still got to help your girl out and vice versa, help your man out. If you done, you tired, and his dick's still up, you need to get down there and get the sucking or something. Like, he got to get that nut off. That's how I feel, cause I feel very unaccomplished if um his dick still he hasn't nutted and I'm done. Like, I just feel like I didn't do what I needed to do, so I gotta make him nut, and then we good. So yes, all in all, I would say sounds definitely matter. To those few where they were just like, it is what it is. I just want to be a fly on the wall when y'all have sex. You know, no judgment, but I just want to be a fly on the wall with this quiet sex because, yeah, I guess I'm in my head too much, so I can't do quiet sex. I need to know that you enjoy it and all that good stuff. But yeah, all in all, I feel like most people want sex that has some sound to it. Like, even if it's like, well, I think we need more than the macaroni sounds. So yeah, like they need to hear you and need you to be very vocal, and yeah, it's okay to let those sounds come through. It is okay. If nobody has told you before, I'm telling you, it's okay. Let them through. Now, I don't know about the screaming and the yelling, but you can moan. Moan for me, okay? You can moan for me. So, two guys did send me voice messages on this topic, so I'm about to insert those so you guys can hear their thoughts on this.
Yes, to me, sounds matter. Like, don't go over the top and be like a porn star, like exaggerating all that. Like, do what comes natural, but let something out. Don't just sit there and just be quiet and mute. Hell, that's like a turnoff. I've had dealt with a woman that was quiet, and it's like it doesn't excite me. So after they get them a couple of orgasms, I'm just like, all right, I'm done. Like, it just doesn't do nothing for me. Like, that sound, that moaning, screaming, cursing, like, do something. Just let something out.
Sounds during sex matter quite a bit to me, and I don't think I'd be able to deal with somebody who was quiet. I want to be able to hear everything from the macaroni noises to you struggling to breathe to you coming as loud as you possibly can. I want to hear it all. There's no sound sweeter than the sounds of sex, and it's just nice to be able to, you know, be as loud as you want, or say the dirtiest things you want to say to somebody. It's the time for that, and there's no reason to be quiet and timid during it. Make some noise. I mean, hell, there's no reason not to, right?
I don't know why those two voice notes like tickled me the way that they did. Maybe because I talk to those two people on a regular and I can hear them saying what they said, but I feel like as far as like don't act like a porn star, that right there lets you know when a woman is faking her orgasm or moaning. If she's doing, I mean, some people can be extra and over the top, but I feel like most of those people who are extra and over the top are porn stars if you watch porn. So it's like the porn that I have seen is like women looking all in the camera and they know that the camera is on them. So the orgasms and moans are like really over the top because they got to sell it. So yeah, if a woman is like really over the top, in my opinion, she faking it. I mean, I faked it a time or two, but I'm not over the top with it. It's going to sound the same. It might get a little louder, but it's not. I almost did some sounds up here, but it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be like over the top, like, because while you're trying to sell it, it needs to come off natural. I'm not trying to tell women out here how to like fake orgasms or nothing, but I'm just saying, men, that lets you know when a woman is faking. And ladies, yeah, if you need a tip on how to sell it, there you go. Now the other one, as far as like, what did he say? Like dirty talking or whatever. I'm not really a dirty talker type of person. The most that I will say is I'm gonna curse, of course. I'm gonna say fuck me, you know, and it's something else that I be saying. But oh yeah, I might say don't stop or keep going or harder or something like that. Those are the most I say. Honestly, those are the most I say. I have said, why you doing this to me, like time 2 or 3, but for the most part, I'm telling you to fuck me. And I feel like when I tell you to fuck me, that does not mean that you are not fucking me good. That means you are hitting them. That means that you have activated something. You hitting them spots, okay? So when I say fuck me, I need you to really dig in it. Well, not dig, but don't do too much. I don't need you to pound my shit, but it's just like keep doing what you're doing times 3. So yeah, I need to activate demon time in you, pretty much. When I say fuck me, turn the demon on. That's what that means. So yeah, those 2 voice notes, I like them. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. I just want to say that I appreciate you guys that have been listening since day 1, that are new here. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you guys enjoy my podcast. I appreciate those that participate in my Q&As on Spotify. You can only do those on Spotify. Okay, my posts and my Q&As only on Spotify. You can leave comments and reviews on any platform. To those of you that rate it, I appreciate you guys so much. Those of you that share it on your social medias or just word of mouth, I appreciate you guys so much. The streams are going up. Followers are going up, so I appreciate you guys. And for my 50th episode, someone asked me, have I ever thought about posting 2 times a week? I can barely do 1 a week because, yeah. So, but we make it happen over here. We make it happen. So I told them for my 50th episode, I will probably post 2 episodes. I don't know if I'm going to post 2 on that Wednesday, or post 1 on Wednesday, post 1 on Thursday or Friday, but you guys will more than likely get 2 episodes within that 1 week. So yeah, because I look forward to my 50th episode. 50 is big, okay? It might not seem like a lot to some people, but 50 is a big deal for me. So yeah, you guys will have something in store for the 50th episode, and I just appreciate you guys so much for all of the support. When I first started my podcast, of course I had like high hopes, like, okay, I want to do it like this, like this, like this. But it's like, I would say don't focus so much on the planning. Of course, plan it out, but don't let that be your main focus, I guess. Like, oh, I want it to go this way. If it doesn't go this way, then it means I failed and whatever, because I spent so much time on, do I want to post 2 times a week, 1 time a week? Do I want to do subscriptions and all this and that? And baby, all of that stuff is out the window. 1 time a week. Yeah. So if you are thinking about starting a podcast, which I said I'm going to do a whole episode on that for those of you that want to know more about podcasting. So I plan on doing an episode about that. But yes, of course, plan stuff out, but don't let that be your main focus. Like, don't focus so much on that. Like, have fun with it. But yes, I appreciate you guys so much. And I hope that you guys will be here on Wednesday to listen to my next episode. Bye.